been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no...
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. The return man, Ty Johnson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Draw play. This is Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. That's caught by Hollister.
Darnold's back.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
It's a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, that'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Clock now to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. And that's thrown to Pyramid out wide. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 18 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Broncos 0.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. K.J. Hamler returning it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 8 coming up. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
At the 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Able to get this to Gordon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the
completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need it now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's got his big tight end here.
For another Jets.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Hamler now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They tried to get the edge there, no edge to be found.
Yeah, and when you're trying to set the edge, trying to control either the defensive end or the outside linebacker, if you don't, that allows the defense to string a play out all the way to the sideline. You know the sideline gives you as a defender? An extra guy. You go from playing with 11
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Makes the score Jets 20, Broncos nothing.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Holding offense.
You gotta be kidding me.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now on 2nd and 16. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He completes this to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
16 yards.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. 15 yards on the play. First down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Denver.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 3-yard pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Bronco ball carrier.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here.
Locke's pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, he fakes the spike. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
1-yard gain.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Bryant.
First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Broncos take over 1st and
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and...
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lock's throw caught by Sutton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Lock looks to throw it again. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football. Explosion help leading this.